What's up, y'all? Welcome back to Grizzly Tarot. My name is Dan, and I'm here to do a full moon reading for all the signs. All right, this reading is basically going to be one card for what you should be releasing during this full moon, and one card for what you should be embracing during this full moon. So, give me 2 seconds. I'm going to try and see if I can pull up this video at the same time on my computer, so that way I can actually see the live chat, and that would be really fucking helpful. So, all right, cool. And I need to totally mute this. All right, so we can go through all 12 signs. Hopefully I get them. What up, Bethany? What's up, homegirl? Hopefully I remember the order. And yeah, start with Aries. Aries, what they should be releasing, what you should be embracing. See, is the room gonna fill up? Any Aries? Any Aries like viewing right now? We only got 3 people, but that's cool. Release and embrace. 2 cards, please, Spirit. And 1 more. Beautiful. All right, Aries. So what you currently have, for what you need to release, you have the 4 of Cups in the reverse, okay? I want to take that as being more decisive, okay? You need to release being so indecisive, all right? The 4 of Cups is basically where you're like evaluating and reevaluating and deciding, contemplating like what you really want to do. Do you want to take an offer? Do you want to like leave an offer? What do you want to do, all right? So something you should be embracing or releasing during this full moon is this like whole indecisiveness, okay? You need to be more decisive and learn to really like make up your mind a little bit more, okay? And what you should be embracing, you have the Queen of Cups in the reverse. So basically this says to me that you need to stop, as far as, or what you should be embracing is giving more to yourself instead of giving so much to others. Okay, the Queen of Cups is somebody who pretty much, she's the mother of the group, where, you know, when you go hang out with all your friends, and when you're hanging out with everybody, like everyone gets drunk and you're the only one that doesn't get drunk because you're there taking care of everyone, making sure everyone gets home safe, holding people's hair when they're throwing up, like that type of shit, right? So basically you should be embracing putting more of your energy into yourself and having more like love and affection towards yourself, more so than doing it for others. All right, now I also have a Moonology deck, which I only pull out for Morbid Cookies, what's up? I mainly pull this out for like full moons and new moon readings. So let's see, 1 card for Aries, please, Spirit. And this is where it gets fun, because I have to look through the book and find the meanings, and that takes about 20 minutes. So 1 card for Aries, please. Last shuffle. Oh, that was horrible. All right. Cardinal Moon. Be bold and make the first move. Let's see. Hold up. This is going to take forever to find. But I will find it. Is this working now? It is. Okay, lovely. So basically, I just got a fucking telemarketer call. It's fucking stupid. Can I get rid of that? That'd be awesome. All right, here we go. Back to it. I hate these fucking telemarketers. All right, Cardinal Moon, where the hell are you at? You know what? There is an index somewhere. What the hell is this? Did I pull the 1 card that doesn't have? Oh, okay, never mind. I'll add. All right. Cardinal Moon, be bold and make the first move. Now is the time to be bold, bossy even. Take matters into your own hands. Cardinal signs are powerful and self-starting. They're determined and great at organizing. Drawing this card strongly suggests that you are going to need to be all of those things to get your ideal resolution or position in the situation you're asking about. This card may challenge you on how strongly you really want something. If you're worrying about a situation, it is a suggestion to be less passive. Instead, take an assertive stance as you steer events where you want them to go. Speak up for what you want. If you're serious about sorting things out, you may need to take the lead in some way to step up as a leader. Additional messages: be bold and follow your heart and your emotions. Avoid recklessness or moving too fast. Come into your own power. The time is now for action. Ask Ganesha, or Ganesha, however you pronounce it, the Hindu elephant god for help. She's the god of obstacles, like removing obstacles out of your way. In astrology, there are three that's a big word. Quadruplicities? There are three quadruplicity. I don't know how to say that. Cardinal, fixed, and mutable. The cardinal signs are Aries, Cancer, Libra, and Capricorn. Remember, we each have all 12 signs in our chart for different parts of our lives. It's just the way the astrological wheel works. These are the signs that like to get things started and which are the natural leaders. No matter when you draw this card, it's a sign that something new is starting and you quite possibly need to take the lead on it. All right. So like I said, quit being so indecisive and take a bit of a more assertive stance in what you're doing. So release the indecision and put a lot more time and focus into yourself versus others. All right. So Taurus, what we got? 2 cards. Release and embrace, please. Any Taurus in the chat? Taurus, release and embrace. All right, Taurus, you have 3 of Pentacles for what you need to release. There are 3 of Pentacles in the reverse, all right? So release thinking you need to do everything else on your own, all right? The 3 of Pentacles is about coming together and working together with somebody to accomplish a goal, okay? So if being that it's in the reverse for what you need to release feeling like you need to do everything on your own, and more so start doing things with other people, okay? Include other people in what you're doing instead of just thinking, oh, I have to do this all by myself. If anybody else gets involved, oh, they're gonna fuck it up. Like, you know, get out of that mindset. You really have to learn to be able to allow other people to help you with things, okay? And why am I white? This is so, stop it. Focus somewhere else. Why is it not working? Okay. Well, guys, I'm gonna look like a ghost this whole video. Oh well. But what you need to embrace, you have the 5 of Swords, all right? So embrace, I want to say not standing up for yourself. First thing I thought of was standing up for yourself, but really like not giving up. Oh. Embrace realizing what's worth fighting for. Okay, what's worth fighting for and what's worth like just dropping. Okay, you really need to like pick your battles. That's more of what I want to say, okay? Embrace picking your battles, choosing what's worth putting your time and energy into and what's worth just, you know, dropping because like it's not worth it and it's basically a fruitless victory, okay? A fruitless victory where like you win but like you don't really win, you know what I mean? So release thinking you have to do everything on your own and embrace picking and choosing your battles and deciding what you really want or what's really worth putting your energy into. What up, Sam? Nothing. You didn't really miss much. I'm only on Taurus. So, oh wait, you're a Taurus, aren't you? Are you a Taurus? Sam, could have swore you were a Taurus. Sam, if you're a Taurus, yeah, you need to. Yeah, you are. Okay. You need to release thinking you need to do everything on your own and start allowing people in to help you. And embrace picking and choosing your actual battles instead of just either going all in for things and not stopping no matter what, even though it's going to lead to like basically a fruitless victory. Okay? All right, one card for Taurus, please. Don't let pride get in your way. Yo, what did I say? What did I say, Taurus? Stop thinking you have to do everything on your own, okay? Don't let your pride get in your way and think, oh, like, only I can do this right. And don't also keep putting your energy into a certain battle that, like, literally is basically saying, like, okay, this is going to be a fruitless victory. It's not worth your time, all right? So, full moon in Leo. All right, full moon in Leo. Don't let pride get in your way. Have you been letting your pride become an obstacle? Is the question you're asking based on your ego or is it from your heart? Leo energy is all about the heart. Think of the big-hearted king of the jungle, the lion. Its energy is magnificent, but when it's combined with the rush of the full moon, it can become over the top. This card may have come to you because you need to end the deadlock that has developed. More love and thoughts for the greater good are the solution to this dilemma. If you've not been doing as you would be done by lately, this is the time to find a balance between your own needs and the needs of people around you. This will help all your relationships. Be magnificent without being plain too much. Additional messages for the card. Self-esteem is good, vanity is not. Everyone is equally important. Creative urges should be followed. Work some magic. A friendship may be ending now. The teaching. When the full moon comes into, that's a typo, comes into Leo, it can be a wonderfully bright time where people feel more confident to show the world their talents and their assets. That's the upside of this lunation and of this card, no matter when you pull it. However, take note that the Leo full moon combination creates a sort of tension between your needs and the needs of people in your networks. Leo full moon is a time to release pride. So like I said, Taurus, that goes right along with what I said. Stop feeling like you have to do everything on your own, and also pick and choose your battles. All right? All right. What's Gemini? I think Gemini's next. Gemini, then Cancer? Yeah. All right. Gemini. Card to release, card to embrace. All right, Gemini, so for what you need to release, you have the Five of Cups, okay? So basically, crying over spilt milk. You need to release sitting there and dwelling on what's gone and what's lost, and realize, or basically turn around and realize what you still have left, okay? The Five of Cups is he's sitting there worried about those three cups that spilt over. He doesn't acknowledge that there's two behind him and that he still has something left, okay? So you need to release crying over what's lost and realize that there's still something here, okay? What you need to embrace, you have the Six of Pentacles, which talks about equal give and take, balance, fairness, giving and receiving. Basically, you know how, like, if you want to give or if you want to receive, you got to give, like that type of thing. So basically embrace like fairness, justness, and equal give and take. Don't be the giver all the time. Don't be the receiver all the time, okay? Make sure that it's balanced and it's fair, right? I realize I'm going to try and do these a little bit faster because, you know, this video could end up being really fucking long. One card for Gemini. Bethany, thank you for stamping these. I appreciate you. That's why you do homegirl. All right, well that's interesting. Gemini, you got waning moon. What do you need to release? All right, I mean, this is a release embrace spread, so what do you need to release? Where is it? Damn it. All right, index, where did you go? You know, for a tiny book, there's like 150 pages in this thing. Makes it very difficult. And I can't read well. All right, Gemini, what do you need to release? The waning moon points to what's falling away. Life goes in circles, and sometimes we need downtime or to let go. No matter when in the moon cycle you pull this card, it's a sign that a situation has peaked, for better or worse, and it's time for you to go easier. It's the autumn and the winter of the cycle, so what do you need to release? Almost certainly something from the situation you're asking about. This card can be very positive, but can still be gently suggesting that you let something go and stop trying so hard. I told you guys I can't read. It's safe to let go and move on. Additional meanings of the card: move forward with as little resistance as possible. This is not time to start new projects. Releasing emotional baggage is recommended now. What did I say? Stop crying over what's lost. Say sorry to someone, do energetic work such as meditation or yoga. Soon you will see what lies ahead. The teaching: at the time of the waning cycle, take a moment to look up in the skies every night. You will see the moon growing smaller and smaller as she moves from full to new again. It's a time when things are falling away. It's certainly not time to cling on to anyone or anything. Drawing this card suggests your situation is in its autumn and winter phase, so hunker down and start the regeneration process. So like I said, that goes right along with what I said about having to stop basically like crying over what's lost and realize there's still something to be happy for, something to be grateful for, okay? All right, Cancer. Cancer, 2 cards, 1 for release, 1 for embrace, please, Spirit. Cancer, you got Temperance for what you need to release. And like, I don't know why I got right away, just heard like being so vulnerable. And I mean, that makes perfect sense for Cancers. But for the Temperance card, that's why I'm like, what the fuck? So Temperance is a card of like healing, balance, being in flow. But it also talks about like being like emotionally balanced. So I don't know, I'm gonna go with what I first heard. You need to release being so like emotional with things. Don't allow yourself to be so emotional and let your emotions go so up and down. I get it now. Yeah. So release allowing your emotions to be so in flux, if that makes sense, okay? So like where like you're really happy one day and like next second like you're like really like low, okay? You need to really balance them out and find that middle ground. That's what Temperance is about. It's about finding the middle ground and finding stability and like harmony within yourself. Okay. It also talks about like healing, but I don't think you need to release healing. Everybody could always use some healing, right? Now what you need to embrace, you had 3 wands in the reverse. Okay. So basically not waiting for your ships to come in. You need to stop waiting around and embrace going out and getting what it is that you want. Okay. Don't keep waiting for what you want. Go out and get what you want. Right. I think that one's straightforward, okay? So release being so vulnerable and having your emotions go all like up and down and in flux, and embrace going for what you want versus waiting for what you want, okay? One card for Cancer, please, Spirit. Oh yeah, Bethany, you're a Cancer. All right, Cancer, you got adjustments are required. 3rd quarter moon. Let's see. 36. Can I count? I can't read, but can I count? All right, 3rd quarter moon. Adjustments are required. Think of yourself as a vessel that has been filled more and more over the past few weeks. Some of what has come your way may have been wonderful, but there is also a lot of negativity and you need to let go of this. Whatever situation you're asking about now, be honest about whether there are toxic emotions involved, which you need to release into the ethers. This card also comes with the promise that all is not lost. However, there are changes or adjustments required before you will get to where you want to be. A change, of course, is forecast now that recent events have been understood and acted upon. There may also be a crisis now, which will remind you what you want and what's it's time to let go of, so pay attention. Attuned to the moon, I am reevaluating the situation. Additional meanings for the card. Your life may be out of balance and this may be causing your issues. It may be time to hatch a whole new plan. Something new and exciting is around the corner. Trust may be required to move the situation forwards. The teaching, at the time of the 3rd quarter moon, we know where we have been, but where are we going? The moon is now a half moon and slipping away from us. Slipping away from us as she catches less and less light, moving towards her full disappearance at new moon. It's a time of falling away and a time to reevaluate. No matter when you draw this card, the teaching is to release and to trust. So I think that's pretty good. Let go, find balance, stability. Don't let your emotions be all over the place, and don't wait for what you want. All right. What's up, Iman? Girl, you already a moderator. I hope you know that. Like I threw you in there like as soon as I started doing lives. You're already a mod. For anybody who's in here and hasn't already checked out her channel, I'm sorry if I pronounce it wrong, because I've been wondering about this for like the past like 3 weeks. If it's Iman or Iman, I don't know. Okay. But go subscribe to I'm on the Sacred Empath. She's got dope collective reads. I love it. Pokemon? All right, Pokemon the Sacred Empath. What? All right, I'm gonna jump to the next one. Leo. Iman? Iman. Iman the Sacred Empath. All right, so go check out Iman's channel. Got it. Leo. Come on. 2 cards. 1 release, 1 embrace, please. That's embarrassing. I just did that over a live, but you know, it's cool. And 1. All right, Leo, that's interesting. So, for what you need to release, you got the Ace of Pentacles, okay? I want to say this is release jumping to new things so quickly. Okay, Ace of Pentacles is a brand new offer from the universe, like something being extended to you. And it's just basically some form of new offer, some form of newness, okay? And being that it's in the upright, I would say you need to stop. What you need to release is just constantly going for new and new and new. If it was in the reverse, I would say you need to like release like rejecting offers so much, but maybe you need to stop accepting offers so much, or maybe you just need to stop going for new things instead of like figuring out or like situating on one thing and following it through, if that makes sense. I don't know, that one kind of threw me off. But yeah, that's what I'm going to go with. Like, you need to stop kind of jumping for the new. And more so, like, take your time with what you're doing and I guess see things through versus just jumping to a new opportunity so much, okay? Release going for constant new opportunities and, like, acknowledge, like, what's there and what you can work with right there. You know what I mean? What you need to embrace, allow yourself to be emotional, okay? You have the moon in the reverse. And first thing I heard was like shedding light on like your emotions. Okay, so you need to allow yourself to be more emotional and allow yourself to let emotions come out and like come to light versus like repressing your emotions. Okay, because the moon upright can talk about like repressed emotions and fears. So this could also be saying like release. You need to like embrace releasing your fears. And embrace like releasing your repressed emotions type thing, right? All right. So, anyone see the light fly behind on the door? What do you mean? Is there a ghost in here? Am I about to just like get killed by a ghost? Samantha, what are you doing? Don't fuck me up like this. Also, there's a lot of dust like in here, so that could be it. 1 card for Leo, please. Great, I'm gonna die. Thank you. And 1. Well, guys, it's been real. You know, submit this video to the police, but New moon in Gemini. Communication is key. Not a creepy light above the guitar? Alright, well. Sup, ghost? Alright. So, Leo, you got new moon in Gemini. Communication is key. A successful relationship usually comes down to one thing: communication. And the new moon in Gemini card is all about the start of a new cycle for communicating with the person at the center of your questioning. Talking things through is the answer to whatever it is you're asking about. If you can't talk to that person, you can journal about it to yourself. Emails, text messages, and all other forms of communication will also help you now. If the issue you're asking about concerns a sibling or neighbor, there's a new start coming. A time to wipe the slate clean and start over. This card could also suggest you've been too frivolous lately and need to get grounded again. But most importantly, that would go right along with what I said, release, like jumping around in new things. But most importantly, drawing this card emphasizes the need to communicate. Attune to the moon. Write a list of all the people you love most and see if you're prioritizing them. Additional meanings for this card. It's time to tell someone how you feel. Don't be all in your head and not in your heart. someone is flirting with you, read more books. That also goes along with what I said with releasing repressed emotions and like releasing fears. Okay, don't be in your head. Don't be all in your head and not in your heart. The teaching, Gemini is the sign of communication and socializing of ideas and travel, and the energy around it and around this card, no matter when you pull it, is speedy, gossipy, and flirtatious. The new moon in Gemini is a wonderful time to get out and socialize. Geminis love a chat. One thing to be aware of is that this card can also indicate being mentally scattered. Daily meditations will help to unscramble cross wires in your brain. All right. Whose birthday? What I miss? Whose birthday is this? Oh, hey, what's up, Chris? Happy birthday. Obrigada. Oh my God, I was in Portugal. I forgot about that. That is, that's awesome. Hi, you're very welcome. Leo, Virgo. Virgo, 2 cards. One to release and one to embrace, please. For anybody that's wondering why I keep looking this way, I have my computer right here. I can see the chat there. Virgo, release and embrace. 1. You got the moon in the upright for what you need to embrace. But Virgo, what you need to release, you have the 8 of Swords, okay? You need to release feeling like you're trapped to something and release this mental prison that you're stuck in. I'm pretty sure in your Virgo reading that I did a couple days ago, there was something with the mental prison too, where you were just stuck in your head, and you're not really stuck in a situation, you just feel like you are, and you're keeping yourself there by fixating on it and like being stuck in your head, okay? So you need to release this mental prison that you're staying trapped to. Okay, the 8 of Swords, she's trapped here, right? But it's Swords energy. If you count, there's 5 here and 3 here. She's not tied to anything. She's not really even like tied. That's all just in her head. Okay? So acknowledge that like you've been stuck in this mental place and it's not a good place, and you need to just release staying here because it's unhealthy for you, right? What you need to embrace, you have the moon, and I was about to say fears, but embrace knowing that there is a way out of this situation. Okay? And I guess in a sense, like you should be embracing your fears, whatever it is that you're trapped to, that you feel trapped to, okay? It's like a fear-rooted mental prison. And it's like you need to kind of confront your fears like dead on and be like, hey, what's up? Like, you want to fight? Like fight your fears type thing. But also embrace knowing that there's a way out. And the reason I say that is because this lobster's coming out of the water, right? You can barely see it. My camera sucks. And he's like, oh no, there's a guard dog and a coyote, and like, how am I going to get through? But the moon is illuminating the path through, okay? So there is a way out of this situation. Embrace knowing that the path will be lit for you, okay? The path will be shown to you, even though you can't see it right now, all right? I did visit Porto. I was in Porto for 2 or 3 days. I was in a small town just outside of Porto, and then I went and spent one night there with 3 of my friends whom I met in Portugal. I backpacked Europe by myself and just made friends. Yeah, one more shuffle. 4 Virgos, please. Virgo, you have waxing moon. The energy is gaining momentum. Is that it? No, I passed it. This is just like the longest part of the whole thing. All right. Waxing moon, the energy is gaining momentum. During the waxing moon cycle, hope springs eternal. This card is very positive omen, indicating that you can create the reality that you're dreaming of, though it will take some work and you're not quite there yet. This is a time of energies rising up, emotions are building too. Where do you want to go, and do you believe you can get there? Either you can just keep meditating and focusing on your desired outcome, or you can make the courageous commitment to take more practical steps towards your goals. Whichever you decide, you are most certainly on the right track. think this goes right along with what I said about feeling trapped. You can get out of this and you can get to where you want to do. Just you need to get out of this mental prison that you're stuck in, okay? Attuned to the moon. I know I'm headed in the right direction. Additional meanings for the card. The situation is full of potential. Your dream can come true. More effort is yet required. Are you willing to give it? Review your goals and ensure you're still committed. Keep moving forward. The teaching. The waxing cycle is the period of the lunar cycle from new moon to full moon, and during this time the moon appears to be slightly bigger and rounder every night. This is a very empowered and empowering time, and this is a very promising card. It suggests now is the time to make plans and to act on them, no matter when you actually pull the card. So make some plans, act on them, and realize that you can escape this mental prison. You can get out of it. Okay, so you need to release that self-limiting mindset. Okay, and embrace knowing that like the path will be shown to you. You just have to have the courage to actually take a step forward. Okay. What's next? Virgo, Libra. I'm actually getting the signs right. Look at this, guys. I'm actually a tarot reader. Holy crap. All right, Libra. Two cards. One to release, one to embrace, please, Spirit. And let you go. Smiley face. What? Look at. Thanks, Bethany. You the best. Libra. All right, you have, for what you need to embrace, you got 10 of Pentacles upright. Right away, I got, or what you need to release is, stop being too practical. Like, right off the get, all I heard was practicality, okay? Stop being too practical and going for, like, what you know is, like, super stable. Really? What? Okay. Yeah, and that's so funny, just because your embrace is the Fool. So what you need to release is stop being so practical and stop like thinking, okay, like I have to take these super calculated steps. I got to do everything by the book, can't like stray from the path, blah, blah, blah. And you need to embrace risk taking, okay? Embrace taking a chance on things, okay? You don't always have to go for what's practical. Sometimes you get a nudge to go somewhere, go for it, all right? Do it. Practicality is not always key. Let me tell you that. All right. So, hey man, I understand. It's been a long day for me too. All right. It's been a long fucking day, and I still have like 3 reads to do after this, and then I have to go help somebody move something, and I still have to shower from the gym. So, fun stuff. All right, 1 card for Libra, please. Let's show. Can I just like steal your power? Thanks. Appreciate it. You're helping me. All right, Libra, you got new moon in Taurus. Ooh, and we have a full moon in Taurus right now. Prosperity lies ahead. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Perfect. New moon in Taurus. Prosperity lies ahead. This card will often come up when you're inquiring about a financial matter or when you're doubting your self-worth. The card suggests you can have what you want, including material things, but you must believe in yourself. This comes down to the law of attraction. Value yourself and others will value you too. You can create abundance. Taurus is associated with luxurious Venus, and this card holds the new moon energy, so now is a good time to make a 12-month financial plan. This card can also signal the start of a new relationship or of sexier times. If you've been wrestling with something for a long time, the new moon in sturdy Taurus is a sign not to give up just yet. Attune to the moon. Get or give a massage. Healthy body, healthy mind. Additional meanings for the card. You will soon be able to afford the thing you're dreaming of. Getting clear on what you value most will help you find peace. Take some time out to pamper yourself. Start a standing order to a savings account, no matter how small. The teaching. We often feel that it's somehow wrong to focus on our finances, but the truth is that money can make life far more comfortable from a physical point of view. Taurus knows this, and the new moon in Taurus is the time to work your magic to create the money you want so you can have the creature comforts you want. Creature comforts? Remember, though, that someone else is still wishing for what you already have. Like I said, stop being so practical with things and take chances on things. Okay, take some chances on. Oh, night, Samantha. Good seeing you. Take some chances on what you actually want, because prosperity lies ahead, but you have to be willing to take a chance to do it. All right. All right, Scorpio. Scorpio, what to embrace, what to release. Or I'm sorry, what to release, what to embrace. Oh Jesus. Okay. Scorpio, what you have for releasing, you have the Tower in reverse. All right. Stop avoiding so much. All right. Stop avoiding things because you're afraid that it's going to fail. All right. Wow. Yeah, that's straightforward. You're basically like, it's like you're afraid to take chances on new things because you're automatically afraid they're gonna fail. So you avoid at all costs, and you're just like, nope, I'm not gonna bother like even starting this because if it fails, like it'll be too much and it'll be too much for me to handle. Okay, you need to release avoiding everything, because if you avoid everything, you're not going to receive anything, and I assure you that. All right. And what you need to embrace, you have the Queen of Swords, also in the reverse. But right away, I'm getting like being more discerning, okay, and kind of using your logic a little bit more and your intellect to pick and choose what it is that you like want to do and what you want to focus your time into, because like I said, you're avoiding like too much when really you should just be using your head to decide, okay, oh, that's awesome, I just looked up, there are 11 people in here and 11 thumbs up, so 11 11 8. But basically you need to release avoiding so much because you're not going to get anything in that way, and embrace really being discerning, and embrace picking and choosing what it is you want to focus your time and energy into. Okay, because if you're just avoiding everything, you're not going to get anything. Okay, if you actually are like more logical and decide logically and using your brain instead of your emotions, then you know you can actually get what you want, you know, if that makes sense. One card for Scorpio, please. Oh, thanks for giving the thumbs up, guys. I appreciate that. That's skyrocketed. Scorpio. Waning moon. What do you need to release? Avoiding things. There it is. I forget. I think Aries said this. It was Aries or Taurus. Waning moon. What do you need to release? The waning moon points to what's falling away. Life goes in cycles, and sometimes we need downtime or to let go. No matter when in the moon cycle you pull this card, it's a sign that the situation has peaked, for better or worse, and it's time for you to go easier. It's the autumn and winter of the cycle, so what do you need to release? Almost certainly something from the situation you're asking about. This card can be very positive, but it can still be gently suggesting that you let something go and stop trying so hard. Attuned to the moon, it's safe to let go and move on. Additional meanings for this card: move forward with as little resistance as possible. It's not time to start new projects. Releasing emotional baggage is recommended now. Say sorry to someone. Do energetic work such as meditation or yoga. Soon you will see what lies ahead. At the time of the waning moon, or at the waning cycle, take a moment to look up in the sky every night. You will see the moon growing smaller and smaller as she moves from full to new again. It's a time when things are falling away. It's certainly not time to cling on to anyone or anything. Drawing this card suggests your situation is in its autumn and winter phases, so hunker down and start the regeneration process. So like it said, move with as little resistance as possible and releasing emotional baggage. So I think a lot of you are basically holding on to a lot of emotional baggage, and this is why you're avoiding as much as you can. You're like, nope, I'm gonna get hurt and it's gonna like fuck me up. Release the emotional baggage, and that'll help you to stop avoiding any situation you're getting involved in. Okay, and just like it'll help you, like I said, use your brain more than your heart to decide what you want to do. All right. So Sagittarius. Yeah, so I just came to say good. Hey, thank you, Kyle. Appreciate it. Thank you, brother. All right, Sagittarius. Sag gang, what's up? What's poppin'? I'm a Sag. All right, Sagittarius. What to release? What to embrace? Oh Jesus. And one. That one. Gotta do it again. Kind of. It's kind of weird reading from my own sign. It's more weird like when I'm reading for like my friend's sign and then like halfway through the reading I'm like, shit, I'm reading specifically for them right here. I mean, even though it really reads for like many other people. All right, Sagittarius. So what you got to release, you got the 9 of Pentacles, all right? This goes along with, who was it, Taurus's message? Thinking that you have to do everything on your own. All right, Sag, release this like overly independent self. And this goes perfect for Sagittarius in general because Sagittarius are super independent and like to be on their own. But I think a lot of you are more in this phase where you're like uber like independent, like even like if you're like meeting new people and shit like that, you're kind of like giving up like a standoff vibe, like I don't need anybody, I don't want anybody, fuck you, like I'm doing my own thing. Like, all right, and some of you should probably release that because that's literally what the cards are saying. Because it's probably a put off and it's almost like you're what's it's almost, what's the saying? Okay, it's basically like standing in your own way. Like, yeah, you're like, cool, like I'm the independent, I got this, I am like my own shit. But like at the same time, like some people take that as like, oh, you're too overly independent, like you're too by yourself, like I can't even approach you because you're so like I'm all about myself right now, right? So you need to release being so much about yourself. Oh, excuse me. You need to release being so much about yourself and release this like uber independence and let some people in, okay? Now, what you need to embrace, you have the Magician in the reverse. Okay? Trying to think. Manifesting what? Hold up, y'all. All right, I'm like, this is where like I'm fighting myself on this. I'm like, is this what it really means or is this not what it really means? But like I keep hearing like, embrace manifesting what you actually want. Okay. I mean, I know it's in the reverse, but this is what keeps literally replaying in my head. It's embrace manifesting what you actually want. Okay? Don't settle for less than what you want. Like if you're manifesting new things into your life and like sure something new comes along, but it's not exactly what you want and you're just like, well, you know, it's good enough, so let me just like settle for that. Okay? No, you need to embrace actually like manifesting what it is you truly want and waiting for that to come and then going for that instead of just like settling for less, basically. Yeah, so you need to release this like uber independence and allow people to come in and embrace manifesting what you truly desire instead of just going for what is there and like settling type thing. You know what I mean? I need to take some of this ad advice. All right. Yeah, I have been uber like independent lately. Like super independent. It's because I'm a big, strong, independent woman who don't need no man. It's 2019. I can identify as a woman if I want, right? Sorry if that offends anybody, but you know. All right. Don't need no mans. Sagittarius. 3, 2, and 1. Whoop. What? Oh, that's funny as fuck. All right, so your card is Void of Course, Moon. Nothing will come of this situation. So remember how I just said like you need to release being uber independent, nothing's gonna come if you're uber independent, dude. That's funny as fuck. All right, let's find it. What is it? Void, of course. 102. I mean, I don't blame you. Us Sagittarius are awesome. I'm sorry to hear that, but that's Sagittarius. All right. Void of course moon. Nothing will come of the situation. In a form of astrology known as horary, where an astrological chart is cast according to when the question is asked and decoded, a void of course moon means nothing will come of this matter or the situation will bear no fruit. This may or may not be good news depending on what you were asking. For example, if you were worried about something, whatever it was, this card can be taken as a sign that there is nothing to worry about. However, if you're asking about a new project of any kind, including a new relationship, it's a sign to adjust your expectations or change things so you get a different outcome. Remember, the cards can only predict what you are currently creating, and you can change. That with your. You can change that with your both behavior and beliefs. That's worded weird. Attuned to the moon. I trust in my highest good. Additional meanings for this card. The chances of something are diminishing. Something better may be around the corner. Believe that you will get what you need. Surrender to the divine. Take time out, meditate, and contemplate. What did I say about embracing what it is, going for what you actually want instead of settling? Okay. Something better may be around the corner. Stop just settling. Okay. The teaching. The main definition of a void of course moon is when the moon won't make a major connection with any of the planets until she enters the next sign. The best thing you can do when you get this card is to chant the Sanskrit words Om Nam. I'm gonna butcher this. Om Namo Narayani. Om Namo Narayani. All right, which means I surrender to the divine. A void of course moon is time to just be. All right. So that goes right along with what I said about being too uber independent because nothing's going to come of it. And then also you need to embrace manifesting what it is you actually want, because if you're not actually, like, if you're like settling for less, like, nothing's going to come of it. Plain and simple. All right. That was pretty straightforward. Capricorn. All right, 2 cards for Capricorn, 1 to release, 1 to embrace, please, Spirit. Okay, why are you not shuffling nicely now? Capricorn, please. Release, 1 to embrace, please. 2 more shuffles. Capricorn, you need to release giving up just because a small obstacle got in your way. All right. You have the Chariot in the reverse, which is basically when obstacles get in your way and you just, it's like you take it as, how do I word this? You give up basically because the obstacle got in your way and you didn't even look for a route around it or how to get through it or how to get over it. You kind of just said, okay, well, this is here, so you know what, let me move on to something else. Okay? You need to release that. Just because an obstacle got in your way doesn't mean that you can't get through it. Okay? You have to really figure out how, and you have to sit there and like take your time to look at it, but don't just say, oh shit, a tree fell in the way, now I can't go. Like, dude, drive around the tree. It's not that hard, you know? Catch you later, Mark. Good to see you, bud. Now what you need to embrace, you know, 9 of Cups. You need to embrace being happy now. Being happy now with what you have and what's around you already. Okay? 9 of Cups is literally the card of satisfaction, contentment, and just overall just being happy with what you got. So Capricorns, you guys need to embrace being happy with what you already have now, okay? And like I said, release just giving up because one small obstacle got in your way, okay? There are ways around obstacles, right? All right, so. Jennifer, yeah, you're definitely right. Sag rarely let anyone know that we are in need. Mm-hmm. But, you know, when you're Sag with a Cancer moon like me, you let everyone know. I mean, no, that's a lie. It depends on my mood. Capricorn, one card, please. And Letty86, yes, I do personal readings. Ha, do. I'm a 5-year-old at the same time. Just letting you know. If you want to purchase a personal reading, you are purchasing from a 5-year-old. But yes. Oh my God. Okay, Bethany, I love you. This is why you're the homie. I will link down below in the description that my email and whatnot. But yes, you can send me an email at grizzlytarot@gmail.com, and I do personal readings. It just might take a little while. That's what I have to do after this. I have to do one personal reading. Yeah, my friend Michelle. Michelle, if you're still watching, I love you. I know I'm behind. But yeah, all right, back to it. Capricorn, you have emotions are running high. Supermoon. All right. 110. Okay, I have to be quieter apparently. I just got a text message. It's 8:30. When are you gonna get into it? All right, emotions are running high. Supermoon. This card suggests that the answer to whatever you're asking is writ large, like the silvery full moon set against the velvety night sky. If you're wondering how successful something is going to be, such as a job or a relationship, the answer is very. To use common parlance. Why is this worded so weird? To use common parlance, the answer to your question may well be that it's under your nose. This card is about being larger than life, being special, and bursting with energy that you can tune into and work with. You can expect plenty of good things and a positive outcome when this card shows up, but you may find there's a lot of emotion to deal with. There's also a sense that the opportunities around whatever you're asking about don't come along every day, so take action. Attuned to the moon, success is close. I just must trust. Additional meanings for this card: a resolution to your question is closer than you may think. Don't ignore the obvious. Something exciting lies ahead. Make sure you don't blow events out of proportion. Speak to the goddess. Ask her for assistance. The teaching: a supermoon is a new or full moon that takes place when the moon is at its closest point to the earth during its monthly orbit, at an event known as a perigee. I think I said that right. If it's a full moon, the moon appears around 14% bigger at this time. The moon is known as the Queen of Emotions, and if you draw the supermoon card, regardless of when you do this, you can expect your feelings to be more highly charged. Okay, so I like this where it says success is close. I just must trust. That's a tongue twister. I just must trust. That's like going with the chariot in the reverse. It's like you're letting obstacles get in your way, and you shouldn't be allowing these obstacles to get in your way or just giving up because something got in your way. Okay, acknowledge that like success is close. You just have to push through that obstacle a little bit. Okay. Yeah. See, that's what I got. I don't know. I was like, is there anything else with that? No. All right, Aquarius, right? Yeah, Aquarius. Aquarius, what you need to release and what you need to embrace. I mean, homegirl, I can't tell you what's gonna come. It's whatever the cards want you to know. That's spirit, don't ask me. I'm just the messenger. Aquarius, what you need to release and what you need to embrace. Who was this? It was Aries or Taurus had this exact same thing. So you have, for what you need to release, you have the Four of Cups in the reverse. Stop being so indecisive. Okay, you need to release being so indecisive and not making up your mind and not knowing what it is that you truly want. Okay, that's something you should work on. Is really like figuring out what it is that you want, because being so indecisive, you're missing a lot of opportunities because of this. Okay, so you need to really figure it out and like contemplate over things that you want, but don't take forever to do it because you're gonna miss out on opportunities. All right. I, guys, I told you there's dust in here. Okay, there's. I don't think it's orbs. I literally think it's dust because like I see some of it. But anyway, Dad, is that you? I wear my dad on my necklace. But you here, homeboy? That could be. But what you need to embrace, the Page of Pentacles. I want to say, go for what's more practical. Embrace being more practical in situations and not kind of just like jumping for something that seems good. I don't know why I'm getting this for the Page of Pentacles in the reverse, but like it's just embrace more practicality and more. We are currently on Aquarius. Samuel. Sorry. Release being so indecisive and embrace being more practical or going for what's more practical instead of just that new shiny object. Okay. Definitely embrace going for the practicality, and like stable things. All right. Again, I don't know why I got that for Page of Pentacles in the reverse, but that's what I got. And I'm dropping cards. Yeah, Bethany, you're fired. Aquarius, one card, please, Spirit. Just kidding. You're the only one doing it. And this is why you're the best. I appreciate you. Last shuffle. Thumbs down. Ouch. That hit right in the ego. Oh, why was I about to pull two? No. Not fair to the other sides. Aquarius, you got the same one as Sagittarius. Void of course. Nothing will come of this situation. Where was it? Oh no, it was 98, right? No. Give me a second, guys. 102. All right. Void of course moon. Nothing will come of this situation. In a form of astrology known as horary, where an astrological chart is cast according to when the question is asked and decoded, a void of course moon means nothing will come of this matter or the situation will bear no fruit. This may or may not be good news depending on what you are asking. For example, if you're worried about something, whatever it is, this card can be taken as a sign there is nothing to worry about. However, if you are asking about a new project of any kind, including a new relationship, it's a sign to adjust your expectations or change things so you get a different outcome. Remember, the cards can only predict what you are currently creating, and you can change that with your both behavior and your beliefs. Like I said, you're missing opportunities because you're being too indecisive. Okay, so nothing will come of this if you're being too indecisive. Okay, go for what's practical. Attuned to the moon. I trust in my highest good. Additional meanings for this card. The chances of something are diminishing. Something better may be around the corner. Believe that you will get what you need. Surrender to the divine. Take time out, meditate, and contemplate. But don't take too much time. The main definition of a void of course moon is when the moon won't make a major connection with any of the planets until she enters the next sign. Best thing you can do when you get this card is to chant the Sanskrit words Om Namo Narayani, which means I surrender to the divine. A void of course moon is just a time to be. All right. And last but not least, Pisces. Pisces, what we got? One sign to release and one card to release and one card to embrace. The kind of guitar, it's an Indian Scout. My dad got it for me when I was like 15, and I really have not played it much, and I know like maybe 2 songs, and I should probably learn how to play it. So it's like a starter guitar. It's nothing like fancy. Pisces, some to release, some to embrace. I know. I should. I will eventually. I really want a hand pen. If anybody knows what a hand pen is, those things are awesome. I feel like I would like fall in love with that thing. But they're like $1,500 to like $2,000 for a decent one. It's absurd. Pisces. All right, Pisces. For your release, you have the Six of Swords, which talks about going from rough situation to calmer waters. This is what you need to release. I more so get like you need to release giving up on things and just like cutting your losses and be like, nope, it's not worth it. All right, release giving up on things before you see it through, or before. Okay, release giving up on things before you see the miracle happen. Basically, um, you know how there's a great picture that like depicts exactly what I'm saying. It's a picture of like two people mining. Okay, the one person's mining on top, and he's like, the gold or the diamonds are right here, and he stops here and he gives up and walks this way. But then the other guy at the bottom is like, nope, I'm going. And he just keeps going and he gets the blessing, right? You need to release giving up on situations before seeing them through and seeing where they're actually going. Okay, now that can be a double-edged sword. Like, don't oversell it, not oversell, don't overinvest in things, but also give things time to play out. Okay, don't just run away and give up. But ooh, why did I get that? That's like a confidence thing. That's a self-confidence thing. Why you're giving up. Have a little bit more confidence in yourself and in situations because they can play out. You just have to trust it. And what you need to embrace, you have the Wheel of Fortune. Embrace the universe coming, and basically embrace that the universe is working in your favor. Okay, the Wheel of Fortune is like the Wheel of Life. Right? The Wheel of Fortune. But it's like the Wheel of Life, and it's also, I consider it like the Wheel of Karma. Embrace the concepts of karma, like do good and you will have good done to you, but also embrace like that the universe is here working for your highest of good. Okay, no matter what, the universe will always try and lead you to your highest of good. It's usually your free will that ends up messing that up, because like when things happen you're like, oh no, why me? But it's like, no, the universe did it for a reason, to bring you something better. Okay, so you need to embrace that trust in the universe, that the universe really does have your best interest at heart. Okay, so give me one card for Pisces, please. For the Pisces. Full moon in Aquarius. Show the world the real you. Up. Go back. Go back. All right. Full moon in Aquarius. Show the world the real you. This card brings the message from the cosmos that you need to detach a little from whatever situation you're asking about. Someone might be keeping you at arm's length now, but it's no bad thing. It's important for you to allow life to unfold and progress, even if change seems like a frightening prospect. What did I say about embracing the universe and knowing that like whatever happens is for your highest of good? Okay, it's happening for the best possible outcome to happen, so trust it. Okay, if you've been holding yourself back from showing the world the real you, this card reminds you that your unique characteristics are what make you special. In a relationship, are you being too aloof or detached? Go ahead and be yourself in whatever is coming up for you. And that can go right along with what I said about like leaving situations before letting them play out and just cutting your losses and being like, nope, I'm out. Attuned to the moon. Be aware of your feelings, but also be prepared to move on. Additional meanings for this card. Don't lose the beauty and romance of life. You are too much in your head. Get into your heart. A friend needs you. Be there for them. A situation is going to take a very unexpected turn. The teaching. Every full moon is a time to release and let go, but the addition of Aquarian energy to the mix triples that message. Aquarius is the opposite of clingy, and pulling this card at any time suggests that either you need to let go, or someone is thinking they are the ones who needs to let go, perhaps of you. What needs to go? What is the right thing to do? Whatever happens next could be highly unconventional or unexpected. So, like I said, trust in what the universe is doing. No matter what, the universe always has your highest good in mind. Okay, and that's always the intention of the universe, is to bring in abundance and greatness for you. So if something isn't going your way and things are being released, allow them to. Don't fight it. Let the universe do its thing. Because trust me, it's all going to work out in your favor. So, guys, that is what I have for all 12 signs. If you like this video, do me a favor. Oh, I guess, oh my god. I'm sorry. Karunch? Karunch? I don't know how to say your name. But, if you guys like this video, do me a favor, let me know down in the comments what you thought. If you want, hit the like button, share, subscribe, all that cool stuff. And hopefully I can do a lot more live reads when I get into my new place. I'm literally in 3 days. I'm so excited, like beyond excited. But until then, keep checking in and hit the little bell notification next to the subscribe button. That way you actually get notified when I post a video or when I do lives. And yeah, stay tuned for all the bi-weeklies and weeklies and generals and loves and stuff like that. So anyway, I love you guys. Thank you for all the support. Deuces. Yeah.